an ambassador for life, you are going to enjoy a positive, progressive joy and happiness. So an ambassador of life is not an ambassador of Nigeria. That of Nigeria, Tinubu has the right to withdraw them. He has the right to post them. He has the right to sack them. But as an ambassador for life, no one can sack you. You don't have to kill. Once you belong to the kingdom, you are a beneficiary naturally to marry a proper man, to marry a proper woman, to prosper, to get the best job, to live in the best house, to drive the best cars. If you're an ambassador and your behavior and your disposition is that of one, you should have all these benefits. Those of you that are very good in evangelism, what will you be evangelizing if you don't have a job? Who has ever ministered to somebody and he asks you, where do you work? Next Sunday, I will follow your Christ, but please, sir, I'll come to your church next Sunday, but where do you work? He said, actually, I'm still trusting God for... It's okay, when your God give you a job, then you come back and evangelize me. So as an ambassador, the way you talk matters. The clothes you wear matters. The food you eat matters. The way you think matters. Because that is what makes you the ambassador. Yes. That's what people are looking at. Because you are representing God on earth. So the world is watching Jesus Christ in you. So if there's an unbeliever next door to you and you're always going there to beg for soup, you are not an ambassador of Christ. If I'm an unbeliever and you always come to me to collect a goosey soup, how will I go and meet your God that couldn't give you food to eat? Hello? Hello? So an ambassador is the one that walk tall, the one that talk very well, the one that dress properly, the one that is confident, the one that is faithful, the one that have capacity, the one that have skill, the one that have knowledge, the one that have the strength of God, the one that has faith. That's an ambassador. Let's do small theology for 2 minutes. Matthew 5:13-16. Jesus tells his followers that they are the salt of the earth. Everybody say salt. Say salt. Let me hear you now. What is the purpose of salt in food? In food system. It brings out the delicacies. It brings out the sweetness. Yeah, that's what salt does. So you were not sent here as a youth to come and parabulate Abuja. You are supposed to come to Abuja and impart your word positively. How do you impart your word when you don't have what you are doing? You are an influencer. As an ambassador, you are an influencer. There was a program that was run by a province in Lagos. They've been having that program for 5 years. And they put my picture on the number 6th edition. And the producer pastor told me, I don't know why people came for this one. My picture. I'm not perfect, just my picture. The crowd that came, the producer was like, let's say they come here every month too, because the way people now came, I don't know, just, and when I asked, they say, they know the man now, we know the man now. We know the man. If people cannot be attracted to God because of you, you are not an ambassador. If your life does not bring people to God, you are not an ambassador. If your life, if you enter a place and it didn't get people notice, you are not an ambassador. If in your family you are already 18, 20 years and nobody can feel your impact, you are not an ambassador. If you are a graduate and you are still calling your mother in Lagos to pray for you for job, you are not an ambassador. Nigeria is the fastest place to do business without money. Hello, did you hear what I said? You can do business without money here once your head is correct. I'm going to talk about it before I close. Capacity. There are people that go to Wuse Market, they collect wrapper and they sell. They don't pay the outside people. They collect it, they sell. When they sell, they return outside man money and they collect. There are people aboki that didn't go to school. They collect books in area 1 shopping center. They go to the hold up and they say, your book here, your book here. They don't know what is inside the book. Some of you are graduating with first class. First class in poverty. Yeah, because you don't want to sell books. You don't want to sell books. You think you are too big. You have first class and you are poor. Outside man that didn't go to school is selling book. He doesn't know what is inside. When we are buying, he will pick the book at 1,007. He will sell it as 3,000, 4,000 for people on the hold up. From one book, he get 2,004. No school, no education, no certificate. But the boy head, correct. You have first degree from UNN, first class. Your head, no correct. Ask your neighbor, are you angry? Ask your neighbor, are you angry? You can't do me anything. I'm going to say more. Some of you in this hall, your head, no correct. That's why you don't have job. That's why you don't have money. Put your hand on my head. Say, my head. Say, my head. Receive revelation now. Say, my head. Receive revelation now. Let me pray for you. After this meeting, God will give you an idea. Say better amen. That the whole world will be paying for. In the name of Jesus. So the first thing as an ambassador is to have the positive mindset. Have the right mindset. I'm going to talk about 3 things. Then I'll close. The first most important thing that an ambassador of Christ or an ambassador for life we have is to have progressive and positive mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is the way you think. Your perception about Nigeria economy. Your perception about Pastor Luyombo. Your perception about Faith Chapel. It's just your perception. It's not the reality. It's the way you think. If you think there's no money in Nigeria, there's money. If you think there's money in Nigeria, there's money. If you think there's no job in Nigeria, there's no job. If you think there's job in Nigeria, there's a job. If you think there are no good men to marry, there are no good men. If you think there are young boys that won't can marry, there are. What you think is who you are. Somebody came to my office to look for a job. I said, I'm not employed. He said, sir, I didn't come for you to employ me. I want to volunteer for you. But did you get that, sir? You know, employment comes with salary. So the boy was playing games. Okay, to buy salary, I want to follow you. He said, sir, I have a car. My parents are comfortable. I just want to learn. Terry blackmail. Of course, while learning, I'm not a wicked man. I will support trans. I took the boy. The boy can write. He's a very good writer. He writes very well. In Lagos, he's very good in writing. Big man children, not like us. Some of your parents don't have money. You too, you don't have money. You have double problem. You are not from rich family. You too, your head is not rich. At least your father were poor. You should be rich. If you are not rich physically and monetarily, your brain should be rich. You shouldn't have mental bankruptcy. So when you have negative mindset, your brain is deficient to think about what can work. Your brain is always saying it cannot work. Brain think in 2 ways. It cannot work. How can it work? How can I marry? Not I cannot marry. How can I get a good husband? Not there are no good husband. You are the one saying so. And truly there are no good husband. That's what you said, and it's true. Sir, I have not married because all these guests now, they are always thinking about Greek yogurt and shawarma. Me, I don't have time for that nonsense. That is your mindset, and that is how you be 40, 45, 50. You still be thinking every girl are thinking yogurt and shawarma. Hello? Hello? What's this? What is this? Talk to me now. What is the purpose of phone? What's the purpose of a phone? What kind of communication? Mindset said this phone is for gossip and to follow the video and whiskey that are fighting and to follow them how they settle. A mindset of the man carrying this phone can be telling him the only thing this phone can do for you is to quarrel. Me, I get phone, I go call her now. Me, I go shout for her. When you shout for people on phone that you are quarreling, we are losing two things. You are losing your emotion. You are also losing that person in a relationship with you. Do you know that some people that don't have more than this in Abuja and they are multi-millionaire? Mindset. The only thing they have, they don't have a proper house. They don't have anything proper. The only thing they have that is proper is their brain and the phone. So what they do with the phone is that they do business on the phone with the same data used in gossiping Pastor Luyombo. I don't know why they call youth meeting again. This youth meeting, I mean, I don't tire. That pastor just come, just they shake everywhere. The same data you are wasting. Somebody is using it to make money. Mindset. Mindset. Everybody say mindset. Once you are positive with life, life will be positive to you. See, the only thing that's not possible in life is to stop death. The only thing that is not possible is stopping death. Everything is possible. If I can buy a car in my life, a car, if I can own a car, the kind of family I come from, everything is possible. We grow up to know that car is not our entire. We are not supposed to think about car. My parents were so poor that the mindset they gave us is that we are from a poor family. We don't have rich uncle. We don't have rich auntie. We are going to die poor too. It's not prophecy. It is the reality around us. But I said, no, I am not going to die poor. So I came out and learned barbing. I went to learn barbing. I came out of the farm. I went and learned barbing. Those days, there was no clipper. That manual clipper, manual clipper. You know manual clipper? I went to learn barbing. In the marketplace, in the village, we started learning. One man came from the town. I started barbing in my village. I became a local champion in the village as a barber. When I see that the thing started growing and I became popular, I moved from that village to the town next to my village. And from there, I ran into someone that told me that you can go to school. I said, hey, school. Where will I get school? He said, from the barbing. And I went to school. I cleared. From there, I continued the barbing. And I went for OND in Kaduna Polytechnic. I continued the barbing. I went for University ABU Zaria 200 level. I continued the barbing. But you know, as I continued the barbing is now increasing in size and in quality. The human being that I'm barbing are no longer people like me. Today, I barb ministers and governors. I am still a barber. Don't clap. Go and learn barbing. Some of you are clap. Don't clap for me. Till tomorrow, I am a barber. Some of you now, you have third class with hard labor. And now you can't learn barbing. My second PhD was sponsored by somebody I barb. Somebody I barb in Transcorp heating. I just told him casually that I'm thinking about the second degree. He said, just let me have an idea of what it takes. In United States, Missouri University, he sponsored it 100% through barbing. Barbing. Some of you see barbing as one. Barbing, say, Baba now. You know that guy where they pray about now, Baba. I am a barber and I'm proud to be a barber. Because as a barber, I am married to a wife that respects barbing. Because from the barbing, I take care of her. The last barbing I did was 320,000, one haircut. Would you like to learn barbing now? Would you like to learn barbing now? One haircut, 320,000. 35 minutes, I was done. One minister. In a very cozy environment, with appreciation and a bottle of wine. What does it take to become a barber? Who knows? Who knows what it takes to become a barber? Eh? Mindset. Once you make up your mind to learn, when you learn, the first Start with the people in the church so that when you spoil people's hair, they cannot quarrel too much. Start with your friends. Start with Pastor Luyombo. You know God has barbed half of his head already. People like Pastor Luyombo, their barbing is not difficult. God has barbed half naturally. There are the time you will use. Even your youth pastor, you go fadon. I want to buy neighbor head. Yeah, I go fadon. And if you offend him, he will forgive you. By the time you spoil people here, 1 to 3 weeks, you learn how to barb. Why are you laughing? Everybody say mindset. The difference between poor people and rich people is what they are thinking. Who owns the phone? What do you use it for?
No, sir. Aworo.
Which business?
I do electrical and solar.
Okay. Electrical and solar. Correct. Clap for him. So guess clapping now has 2 iPhones for gossip. God will have mercy on you. Number 2. What is number 1? What is number 1? Number 2, capacity. Skill. Joseph, Daniel, Esther, all of them had skill. Everybody that was blessed in the Bible, they had skill. Deuteronomy 2:7. Deuteronomy 2:7. He said, and the Lord thy God will bless the works of your hand. Skill. Everybody says skill. What does David do? What does he do? What is that? Skill. Singing. What does David do? How come I'm calling him? Adejo, nothing. And they pay. These comedians, what do they do? What does a comedian do? What does a comedian do? What are they selling? What do they sell?
Jokes.
Table of 3, Transcorp meeting, 5 million. Table of 3, just to come and laugh. 5 million. And when you're there, so me, I know they watch them. Why are you quiet? I don't watch comedy. No, they watch them. Because there's a comedy play in my life that I've not finished watching. I'm watching the comedy in my life. Tell your neighbor, watch the comedy in your life first. 6 years ago, there's a boy that had been troubling me for job. I was connected to the Minister of Finance that time, and he sent his spam sec to my office. So I called the boy, sir. Listen to this story. I called the boy. I have his CV. I said, where are you? The spam sec said, ask the boy to come. You know what he was doing? Can you man be talking? Can you feel me? What in working here? Silver bed. The boy was in silver bed with his girlfriend. He has no job. He was stupid enough to tell me the truth. I don't encourage lies. At least he will have been modest. I said, I'm not around. He says, sir, I'm in silver bed now. My office was in Garkitu that time. He's looking for a job. The man that will give him job is in my office. The minister sent the man to my office. I'm helping them to do something. 6 years ago. He won't do interview. I was the interview. He will not do it. I will have just handed him over. The boy didn't come. He says, I don't know whether tomorrow morning, whether I can come, sir. I said, no problem. He called second day, I didn't pick. Because I don't like foolish people wasting my time. He lost that job. I gave that job to another person I don't know before. Because they gave me a slot. I gave it to a stranger. This boy has been on my case. See job like this, see job. No brains. So capacity is about skill and knowledge. Some of you can analyze asana among you. Some of you can analyze asana among you for the whole day, and everything you are saying is correct. But you cannot convert that money, that skill, to money. As an ambassador Christ, Daniel got to Babylon and exhumed skill. Daniel did not just go to Babylon and was speaking in tongue. He got there and interpreted dreams. Skill. He has skill. And the king rewarded that skill. God don't reward empty hands. God reward what you are doing. Raise your hand to them. God hates things like this. There's nothing there. God has a challenge in prospering an empty hand. Hold this and do MC. Just do MC 2 seconds. Just give like MC. Why are you breathing?
Okay.
Do MC.
Good evening, everybody. You're welcome. I'm here to welcome you for this wonderful occasion. First of all, I would like you to make a joyful noise and clap your hands together for our
500,000. Minimum MC now 500,000. I'm not joking. I know MCs in this town. Minimum 500,000. They don't do more than this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the high table. That man, that pastor, Pastor Oluyambo, with a standing ovation. Please make a good welcome. 500,000. 500,000. What did that man carry? What did he carry? What did he do, sir? What did he do? MC. MC. Some of you, I'm not lying. I hear you know you have said 1,000 once. That's what an MC gets just by introducing Pastor Luyombo and the pastor. We have in this occasion very